jest ludzkie. Ludzkie. And you have to climb to reach there. You can see it now more.
Oh yeah.
I hope you are in good shape to climb all the way up.
Huh.
It's worth it. Yeah.
I'm standing several hundred feet above the valley that is level with the Dead Sea. Some 1,400 feet or so below sea level is the elevation at which the Dead Sea lies. We're at the extreme southern end of the Dead Sea with members of our excavation team. Sultan has brought us here, and we're still in the area that was known as the Mountains of Moab during the times contemporaneous with Moses and Joshua and the children of Israel who lived in the land in the centuries thereafter. You can see from the rugged terrain by which I'm surrounded just how difficult a place this was for ancient peoples to live here. I'm standing in front of a place that is venerated as Lot's Cave. That is the cave where the Bible tells us that Lot and his daughters had incestuous relations that resulted in the pregnancy of both of his daughters with their children, with their sons, Moab. That resulted in the birth of the two baby boys, Moab and Ammon, or Ben Ami as he was known. Ben Ami means son of my people, and Moab means of or by the father. Both of these children's births, of course, resulted in the nations descending from them that caused so much of the history that interface with that of the ancient kingdom of Israel, and caused so many problems. Although the cave, a modern entranceway in front of which has been built, can by no means actually be traced back to the time of Lot, and by no means can it be verified that Lot and his daughters actually ever inhabited the cave. We do have the remains of a Byzantine monastery that dates to the 5th, 6th, and 7th centuries AD, and early Christian Byzantine monks venerated the site as Lot's Cave because of its near proximity to the biblical site of Zoar, where in Genesis chapter 19 we're told that Lot was afraid to stay in Zoar, and so he inhabited a cave nearby. Of course, the the mountains here are riddled with caves and crevices, but nevertheless, early Christian Byzantine monks believed that this was the actual site, and they venerated the site. There actually is a mosaic floor that has been transported down the mountainside and preserved in the museum at the bottom of the valley. It's known as the museum that's at the lowest elevation of any on earth. And That mosaic floor dates to the 5th century, that is the 400s AD. The scenery behind me, the backdrop behind me, is rugged. It's stark. It's barren. There's no vegetation at all whatsoever on these mountains. It's in sharp contrast to the green irrigated farming culture that is now in the valley surrounding the Dead Sea. Not only is there greenery in the valley, in comparison with the black and red sandstone and other rock of these mountains, but the Dead Sea Valley floor is tabletop flat, and then all of a sudden the mountains of Moab arise from the plain. Being here certainly gives me a new appreciation for the hardiness, the determination, the faith of Moses, Joshua, and Caleb in particular, and the descendants of the children of Israel who were enslaved in Egypt, and their determination, at least in that new generation, to follow Yahweh through such terribly demanding terrain. It was a difficult climb for us to come up the stairs that had been built from the parking area below, that's perhaps about halfway up in elevation between the museum on the valley floor and where I'm now standing. But in the days of Moses, they would have had to go this without the benefit of any man-made structures. They would have had to find the smoothest possible trails they could in order to traverse this really rather otherworldly landscape. It's being here harkens images of science fiction movies. It harkens images of lunar and Martian landscapes that we see brought back to us by NASA. After we left Bab Edra, I decided to don some cover for my head and try to beat the heat. The sun was becoming quite intense, and Sultan helped me to tie my kufiya, which I'm wearing on my head. The kufiya is a native form of headwear for Arab men in this region. The red and white colors that I'm wearing are those of the Jordanian people. You'll see other colors worn by people from Saudi Arabia, by Bedouin tribal members, by people that come from the land of Israel, those who claim Palestinian ancestry, wear black and white. The Bedouin people wear black and white in a different pattern. We saw some people that we believe to be from Saudi Arabia yesterday who were wearing another red and white pattern and a white kufiya. The kufiya is made out of cotton, and it does wick the perspiration away, and it does a good job covering the head without keeping the head, without making the head any hotter. It's nice, however, being at this elevation, just up the side of this mountain, even though where I'm standing is at such a height, I'm still a good many hundred feet below sea level where I'm standing. But nevertheless, being up on the side of the mountain, we've got a slight breeze up here, and the temperature feels cooler than it did a little further north at Bab Edra. Part of that, I think, is due to the fact that we've got more cloud cover and more haze cover, and that's protecting us. One of the nice things is because we're so far below sea level, the oxygen concentration in the breathable air is higher here than it is anywhere else in the world. Just like when you live or travel high up in the mountains, let's say the Rocky Mountains in the United States, for instance, the air gets thinner. The oxygen concentration here is multiplied rather than decreased, and so having more oxygen to breathe, a higher concentration of oxygen, makes it easier to breathe when you're climbing up the steep mountainsides in places like this. I hope that the video allows you, the viewer, to appreciate just the grandeur of the scenery of the place where I'm standing right now. I hope that you have the ability to grasp that visually through the eye of the camera. God bless you as you continue on with us on our Holy Land adventure. I'm descending now down the stairs that have been built climbing up to the so-called Lot's Cave. It really helps you appreciate the craftsmanship of the workers and it helps you appreciate their dedication in carrying so much heavy stone and concrete up the side of this mountain in order to build these stairs. It would require specialized equipment, to be sure, to ascend this loose rock, even on an established trail. If you had an established trail, it would even be difficult to climb all the way up here. I have to say that the descent down is a lot easier than the ascent up the side of the mountain. There in the valley floor in front of me is the museum that houses artifacts that were found there in the cave from the cistern, the burial chambers that were located, and the large water cistern and the church that are up there adjacent to the cave. The stairs here are by no means level. Each one is canted in various different directions, so as your foot touches the stair, you never know exactly how your muscular tension in your legs and feet needs to respond.
Let me look at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's only 25. And then our one that's coming in there, she's 23.
Sama lagi perut kosong lagi.
For a Jeep Ranger. Pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I just bought it.
Tapi
That'd have been nice.
no, nasib tepat bos.
Yeah.
Gel, مش مشكلة. إن شاء الله إن شاء الله. أشكرك. Okay, here we go again. Let's go down to eat our lunch, then going back to Amman.